me, Ninibong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And I'm coming back at you today with a bonus video this week, I guess, because I've just dropped the Sharkticon video on my channel, and now I have this one, so I guess this will be a bonus video this week. And what we're reviewing today is the 10th anniversary Generation Select reissue of Transformers Prime. So here we've got Breakdown and we've got the Vehicon. I believe that some of these were previously unreleased over in the US and the UK. They were kind of Japanese exclusives and you couldn't get your hands on them, but now we can get our hands on them finally, and they were pretty limited. I had to order them at a couple of places to make sure that I got my grubby little mitts on them, and I was able to get them, and finally they are here. As we always do on this channel, let's start off by having a look at the box art here. Box art is absolutely beautiful. I love this mountainscape that we get here, and the blue that's on it with the 10th anniversary. In the bottom we get the Takara Tomy, and then we get the Hasbro and the +8 here as well, and it says quite boldly here that this is the 10th anniversary. So within the 10th anniversary set, you get Breakdown and you get the Vehicon. Also, there's another one which is Megatron, which you can get from a separate box. I'll have a review of that coming up because that still hasn't shipped as of yet. Then the top we get the 10th anniversary Prime here, and then on the side we get the Decepticon logo, as these dudes are both Decepticons, and a little bit more mountain ranges. And then at the back we get nothing. It's blank. Then at the side we get the safety, don't eat your children, and all of those kind of things. We get told it is authentic. Always good to see that it is authentic. And then at the bottom we get Transformers Prime. Nice to see the old Transformers Prime logo come back, and then War Breakdown and Vehicon. We also get two other figures with this as well as the Breakdown, but we shall look at that as we go through. When we open this bad boy up, these Generation Selects open a little bit like this, and then inside we get some lovely box art on the inside of this really nice big blue Decepticon logo, so you can see that. And then at the back of that you get the Transformers Prime logo there with 10th anniversary, but they've really gone all out with the inside and making sure that it all looks really nice blue, and of course the classic mountains. On the bottom there we get Transformers Prime, and then also the inside is where the figures sit, and then underneath it you get the Transformers Prime 10th anniversary. So actually really nice box. I love the blue that they've used on this. It really pops off the side of the box. With this as well, you get the destructions. So we get destructions for each character, again in my favorite format, which is that of a sheet rather than a book. Fairly simple transformations on these dudes. Transformers Prime were never the most difficult of transformations. You get some nice artwork there, and then the steps to take it from the car to the bot, and then to take it from the bot to the car. Also, the bane of my life on this, where to apply the stickers. We'll get to that. So we also get a set of destructions for Breakdown as well, so that was the Vehicon. So we get the set of destructions for Breakdown with it, and also you do get two other kind of mini-cons that come with this. So the first one is Igo, so you get a little instructions, and Igo comes, and Igo and the Zamu come as almost in kit form, where you had to kind of build them yourselves, almost like they feel like something that comes out of a Kinder Egg but on a spool. So they kind of, we'll show them later on, but they came on these spools for you to build in kind of kit form. So it was almost like a little model kit you got with it. yeah, it was all right. Like I say, it was a little bit like building a Kinder Egg toy, and then you had to apply the stickers as well. So yeah, it was okay. We'll touch on this as we go through the figures, but that's everything you get within the set, so you do get quite a lot. So now let's crack on with the main events themselves. So we have Breakdown and the Vehicon, and together as a set they look fantastic. I put the Vehicon on a stand just because it is a flying car, and it really does show off how incredible this piece actually is. But we're not going to start with the Vehicon, we're going to start with Breakdown. Now Breakdown is pretty damn nice. I do like this mode here. I think that it really does stand out quite well. It holds together okay. Mine, I'll show you as we go through, but mine did have a couple of challenges. The stickering though, let's get to this first of all while we look at the detailing on the truck. The stickers, for me, I'm so glad that we don't get stickers very often with the figures anymore. One, I'm not very good at doing them, but two, the stickers on this, and you can see around the back, they hold on okay. I did these about 24 hours ago now, and they hold on all right, but some of them, and you can see the rip here, they were very fragile when coming off the paper. In some cases they ripped while coming off the paper, but in a lot of the cases they wanted to kind of bring the paper off the back with them, and they're very small, these stickers, to try and actually do everything that you need to do. So I definitely don't, but one of the things that these figures have shown me is I don't miss a world where we had to put stickers on ourselves, to the point where I'm actually thinking about maybe I can just paint some of this on, especially because underneath the stickering there's actually some nice molded detailing on some of it, so you're actually now just stickering over something that's got some quite nice detailing on it. So I prefer to have the molded detailing painted rather than stickers. Let me know your opinions on those. I don't want your opinions on how I sticker things. I know it's terrible. Well, while we're looking at the molded detail, and speaking about the molded detailing on this, I just want to draw attention to how good the wheels are on this. Even down to I wish it had the same on the front, but you know, these things happen. On the back, even a little spinning hubcap that goes round. When you compare this to the brand new Earthrise wheels, and this is a remake of something from what, 10 years ago? Pretty much. I know which wheels I'd prefer. Come on, Hasbro. Let's get back to a world where the wheels in the alt modes look good again. I don't want to go back to a world of stickers. That's not for me. But can we go back to a world where the wheels actually look pretty damn good? So yeah. Overall, this mode is nice. It rolls pretty well. There's not much clearance, and there's stickering here as well. So when you transform it, you know, I'm hoping that you're not going to remove these stickers easily by rolling it too much. Also at the back, there's these two tabs here. Mine really didn't like going into these tabs. This one fits quite well. This one really doesn't really want to go into that tab too well. It sits in there, it's there, it holds together, but just those two back tabs on mine were a real bit of a challenge. This is absolutely beautiful. I think with my Transformers, I always look for something that's just a little bit different, and this is different as all hell. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. They've done a fantastic job here with this Vehicon. Unfortunately, you don't get the stand with this. This is a stand from a Cubane Bow Prime that I have, but it fits on here, and it's quite cool because you've got this little plug here that fits under there. You could also attach a stand kind of underneath, and you can attach on in some other ways, but I thought this was quite a nice way to just get this dudes to position so that I could show you everything on this. I love it. I mean, there's not a lot of molded detailing on this, and I quite like how smooth everything is. For some reason, I get hugely strong Mask vibes from this. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, obviously it's pretty cartoon accurate, but I just get huge Mask vibes from this rather than Transformers. I do love Mask as well, but I do get very strong Mask vibes from this. It almost looks like it should have a Venom logo on it, but they've done a fantastic job with this. Putting them both side by side, then you can see a kind of comparison here, but there is two other little figures that you get. So we get Igu, which is this one here, and it's okay. It's quite a nice figure. It transforms as well. This one kind of has this standing alt mode, I guess, where it goes down like this and this, and yeah, you kind of put it down like that, and this was the one that came with the Vehicon. So you get it like that again. Lots and lots of purple stickering on this, which is okay. Again, I would have preferred it to be painted, and there's lots of molded detailing hidden underneath all of this stickering, so you're actually losing a lot of the molded detailing on this gun. So it's okay. Don't look at my stickering. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. My stickering is atrocious on this, but like I say, some of it did rip, like this one when it was coming off the back of the sticker sheet. You do get very little stickers as well like this that you have to kind of get your tweezers out and put in. So that's the first one, and then we also have Zamu. So Zamu is this, so it becomes, Zamu is kind of a hammer type weapon, but also is, if you just fold down the little feet here and switch out the head comes out like that, and it's kind of a little rhino dude. Nice little rhino dude there. These work in both modes, so you can kind of attach this like this and have it sticking out of here if you really want. I don't know why you would want that one there. Maybe it's like a little radar type dude. This one works better when it's in bot mode, but this cannon is pretty cool. This cannon can kind of stick on breakdown. It's not supposed to go on breakdown, but I think it looks pretty dope on breakdown as it is. Then we can also have this as it's supposed to be, which would be on the Vehicon, like so. So you can see there that I've put it now on the Vehicon, and it looks okay on the Vehicon. It looks a bit big, but it looks okay. But what's really great about these figures is that they still have ports on this where you can use your siege weapons. Now, what I actually really like, I always like using Jetfires, but if you can attach Jetfires, cannons onto the side here, and onto the side here on this, and I think that makes this look absolutely incredible. You can also get a couple of Articulation guns and attach them to the top there, and I think that looks really good, really beastie. And you can also, if you wish, you can also attach Astro Train's missile launcher to the top here, and you can have him in a fully weaponized up mode. But that's not the best. No, that's not the best. Anyone who watches this channel knows I love my purple and black Decepticons, and this is almost a totally black Decepticon. But if we bring out Snapdragon's guns, then we can turn this dude into a purple and black Decepticon. It is purple and black underneath. And then we can just attach this one here, and we can attach this one here, and I think that looks absolutely incredible. Really nice, really smooth. You can also get the get some Seeker weapons as well, and these are the ones from Hotlink, and you can just attach them there as well. and then you can have a fully weaponized up Vehicon, and I think that looks pretty beastie, pretty beautiful. So you can mix and match your weapons from your current siege line on these. Very nice. So now we're going to do a quick comparison here. Now, I don't actually own any of the Hasbro Prime figures, but I do own the APC, and this is my APC Nemesis Prime, and you can see that this vehicle mode actually does scale quite well. Here he probably should be a little bit bigger, but at least they all look similar in size. We'll see how they are in the robot mode, but we can see actually certainly with breakdown that they do scale fairly well here. Bringing out some of the Hasbro more recent releases, so we can see how they are with Smokescreen here, and you can see that I think Smokescreen scales very well with this Vehicon here. And then if we bring out Siege Ironhide, you can see the breakdown actually is higher than Siege Ironhide. They're about the same length, but definitely Ironhide is the lower. Transformation time then, first on the Vehicon, and the first thing that you're going to do is flip him over and pull on the two wings here and here to kind of bring them up like this. Then once you have removed these, so it's like that, you want to flip this over so that you've got these wings just in this position here at the back, because this will help with the rest of the transformation. Then you separate everything here and then fold this forward. So once you've folded this forward, you can kind of bring everything down, and then this kind of concertina's up, and then you can bring the feet down. This is very stiff, this section here, but I promise you that it does separate but they are extremely stiff. A very stiff tab that's in there, which is good because it holds together, but yeah, just be very careful when you're undoing it. You can then move the arms a little bit, and you have to manipulate this one here so this tab doesn't pull out, it twists out. So you twist out there, and then you can twist out there, and then this kind of concertina's out, but again it kind of unfurls rather than pulls out, because it's all on ball joints and it kind of rolls itself out there. And then finally you can pull the section back. Fully transformed now into the robot mode of the Vehicon. Really cool, really nice looking, very vampiric looking as well. I love how badass these dudes look. So bringing it in now for a closer look. And the head sculpt on this dude is really nice. I love the silvers and the way that the purple just comes through here as well. Nice molded detailing, actually protected by some translucent plastic here, which is a really nice touch. However, I've transformed this a couple of times and the stickering is already kind of folding in a little bit, so just be careful with the stickers on this and the transformation. I don't know how long these are going to hold, but I will probably end up painting some of this, I believe now. Really nice mixture of molded detailing and silver plastic, not silver plastic, shiny plastic here. So some paint on this as well, with the purple plastics running down the bottom, and some smoother black plastic here. Some molded detailing and stickering detailing here at the feet. The backpack is smooth but gets in the way of nearly everything, but the look of the figure needs this, I guess, but it does really mess with the articulation on this dude. Speaking of articulation, let's have a look at the head. His head is okay, it's not too bad. You're not going to get much out of it. Similar to Breakdown, the head is a little bit less articulated than you would like, but it does have some light piping coming through, which is a kind of a nice touch. And the arm is all kinds of badly articulated because this backpack is so big. You can fold the backpack out and then you can get a 360 here, at the arm, but then you need to fold the backpack back in. You get some swivel here at the top of the arm. At the elbow you get a really kind of nice joint here, so you get a hinge joint and a ball joint, so you can manipulate it to however you want. And then at the hand you get this kind of wrist, and this is actually quite a strong joint here, considering what it looks like. It looks like it should be quite weak. Hips, there's no hip swivel, no nothing here at all. But we do get some nice leg articulation front and back here. At the knee we get a nice knee bend, and we get some toe articulation down and up. Then that's it from an articulation point of view. So all in all, quite nice. The backpack doesn't hinder it as much as I thought it was actually going to hinder it, but it does hinder it a little bit. If we bring out his little Minicon weapon, little, it's actually fairly big, we can just slot that into the hand here, and we can see that the Vehicon can hold the gun fairly well. You can put a little bit of pressure on and it doesn't really drop down. So like I said, the hinge here is actually quite a good hinge, and you can probably get some pretty good poses out of it. Breakdown's transformation is going to start at the back, where you can just lift this up, and trust me, this comes off very easily because this wants to always unhook itself. Once we've unhinged his boot, we can then just pull out the sides here. These tabs will untab fairly easily. As I say, this thing holds together okay, but it wants to separate, trust me. Then we can bring out the leg and bring out the other leg here as well, and then stretch him out, and then once we've stretched those out, bring this piece up and take the foot down. So flip it round and bring the foot down, and then this piece here, you can see that tab there just goes into this tab here, so you just bring that tab around there, and then you can do the same on this one. So just bring this tab around, and then you can bring it down. Then you've got his little leggies done there. Once the leggies are done, swivel around with the hips, and then we can start to work around the front here. So we can do this just by separating out this, and it's quite clever, the little transformation pieces that we have here. We just need to make sure that we separate everything out correctly, because this doesn't have much clearance on this section here. So you want to separate it out and then kind of bring it out there. So bring it out and round. So these are on hinges, but you just want to make sure you've got enough clearance here, because they fit in nicely, but there's not too much clearance. Come around the back then, and you've got this little tab to go into here, and that will just lock into the back. So there's his back done, and then we can start to work on the top here. So bring everything up and around so that you can start to work on these arms here. So with these parts, we separate it out, and then this piece here, if you grab it, you can bring it round so that you can just swing the front pieces round, which will then give you the free movement on the arm here, like so. So to bring it out and then pull on this bit, and then everything will just unhinge. Now with the arm sorted, come round at the top and slide this section here and this section here out to allow for the head to come through, because he's got a big head. So now his head can come through, and we can see that we now have his body nicely made there, and his arms we can just... These ratchets are very stiff, don't worry, you're not going to break anything, and you want to bring him round to the other side, up and through, and then the same on the other side. You take it all the way around, and then finally transform the hand like there, and then just come around the back, and finally this just plugs back in, and then we have breakdown. So now we have the figures side by side, and I have to say that these two look incredible together in both of these molds. Yeah, the bot modes and the vehicle modes for these two are just absolutely fantastic. Really like this. Let's have a closer look at breakdown first. So breakdown, as we get this dude a little closer, we can see has fantastic molded detailing all over the body, all over the face. I could have put a little bit more stickers on him. I do still have 2 Decepticon logos left to use. I do have 2 Decepticon logos left for stickers. I may put one just there, but yeah, you can still see lots of really nice molded detailing on this guy, and some smooth bits as well, so you've got a happy mix here. But one thing I will say, I have transformed this dude a couple of times now, and already you can see some of the stickering detail is starting to scuff in places. Like I said, there's very little clearance here on the between the knees and the floor when he's in the alt mode, so that's a bit of a nightmare. I'm disappointed that they went down the stickering. I know that's how they came originally, but yeah, a little bit disappointed that these stickers are so bad on this, and for me that is the lowest point of these figures. We can see here on the back that the back looks quite nice, a little bit hollow legs, a little bit, but not too bad overall. Love Breakdown's head sculpt, really show accurate, very nice. Let's have a look while we've got him in this mode at his articulation, so we can get a full 360 on here. You have to move around because of these little bits here. This is a very good joint that goes both ways due to the transformation. Very stiff going the other way, but nice other than that. You get a slight movement here, but it's very impaired by everything else this dude's got going on. Hand articulation is non-existent at this point. The head is on a ball joint, and you can get some really nice up really nice up, but some real, it's a little bit limited on side to side. You can get some waist swivel, which is really nice, and you can get some leg articulation from the front to the back, and you can get a pretty nice knee bend and some toe articulation here on this dude as well. No side rocker, just front and back. So overall his articulation is pretty nice. He is a little, as you can see, the joints are a little loose for me. I like to have them slightly stiffer than that. If we bring in his little weapon, he can hold his weapon in his hand here, which is this big hammer type affair. We can also manipulate this so that the hand disappears, and then you can just kind of plug it into the hole, so it looks like he just has a hammer for a hand. It's quite a weird angle though, but yeah, you know, it does the job. It's quite nice. Same as in the bot mode as well. You know, if we want to weaponize this dude up with some siege stuff, we can give this dude some weapons from Siege as well to make him look pretty damn cool there. So I quite like that. Really nice. Like I say, overall not too bad, but as you can see, this is, I mean, my floor on this studio is quite slippy, I guess, but his legs are a bit weak for such a bulky figure, but overall looks pretty good. So now time for the comparison, and when we bring out first of all some of the Siege and Earthrise figures. So next to a deluxe size Earthrise figure, Ironhide, you can see they're a similar size, so these are basically your deluxe class. Next to Smokescreen, who is a smaller deluxe, again you can see how they stand and how they compare there. And then, as I say before, I don't own any of the Hasbro line of Prime toys, but we can bring out Nemesis Prime from APC, and they stand quite well next to this Prime. I think that they look pretty damn good together. I think overall this Prime is much more detailed and probably of a slightly better quality, but overall they look good, and they wouldn't be themselves without looking with their master Megatron. So this is the APC version of Megatron. and they look okay together. Megatron is absolutely massive here though, so they don't scale all that well, but if you believe that Megatron as the leader should be bigger than everybody else, then I suppose it makes sense. So overall, would I recommend that you pick this product up? I would say that if you are really keen on picking up something from the Prime line because you were missing out, or you want to collect something from the 40th anniversary, then yes. I mean, for me, especially for this dude, I love this Vehicon. I actually think that the alt mode is one of my favorite alt modes that I have in my entire collection. I absolutely love it, and will be displaying it in the alt mode. But the hips definitely are very loose on breakdown. I don't enjoy the stickers are not great with this. I'm not great at stickering, as I keep saying, but these ones ripped when they were coming off. They didn't hold on very well, and now after a couple of transformations they're already looking a little bit worn. So overall not bad, but I wish they'd have painted it. So I would recommend that you pick this up if you're in the market for these, but I could also see how you could skip these, especially when it comes to the fact that they're using stickers, and but the price point is pretty good. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on these two. Have you picked them up? Were you a lot better at the stickering than I was? And are you looking forward to the Megatron? Have you already got the Megatron? We're still waiting in the UK for that one to drop. And if you like what I'm doing around here, give me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!